Okay, so you can see, now I don't have the lines going all across, but that's okay. We have majority of them and we'll be able to use these lines to pick up things. But we have one last thing before we do any other work. We need to cut out these 4 little rectangles. So again, we'll take the aviation snips and watch your bottom fingers. Don't snip those. And once again, very sharp metal. Make sure we do that. We'll proceed and do all 4 corners. Okay, so once this is done, this is how this piece should look. You still have the lines there. Like I said, it doesn't matter if they go all the way across. And we have one more set of things to cut, the 2 ends. So once we finish the 2 ends, that will be time when we can actually go in and use the pan brake. Okay, the last thing we have 2 end pieces, and I'm going to show you how to measure out this end piece, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It goes up 1.5 inches and it goes in 1 7/8 inches, and we just connect the line there. And like I said, it's symmetrical, so we'd measure 1.5 inches, and then we'd measure in 1 7/8 inches. So I'll do that real quick. So I'm going to start with the top lines, and we said the top was in 1 7/8 inches. So again, to make things easier, with this, we can actually start at the end because we see that 7/8 is 1/8 away from a 2 inches. So I will come here and I will take this, and if you look, 1/8 away from 2 inches is right there, 7/8. And I will do the same thing here, but it'll be 1 inch and 7/8. So there's 1 inch and there's 7/8. And then we measure up 1.5 inches. Once again, we can do the same thing here. Put it at the bottom, measure up. And then what I'll do is I will take another piece of metal and just simply connect the dots. And then we have that, and we're going to cut that, and I'll measure the second one, and we'll cut that. Okay, so you can see I measured both sides. We're going to cut these this extra stuff here. Remember, try to go all the way in, line up the line on the black mark, and kind of keep on working. This one's a longer cut, so it takes a little more patience. And line it up on the black mark. Okay. And there we have it. We have one side, and I'll do the same thing to this piece, and we'll have 2 sides.